June 2015 S1, this is question 5 part B. This is your backwards normal question, and it's telling you here that the chance of something being less than this is 88%. So I'm going to draw myself a picture here just to make sure I've got things in my ideas here. So I want 88% of it's less than. So I'm colouring all the way up to about here. Look, that's about 88% coloured in. And this value here is a 9.25. So how many standard deviations is 88% would be the question. So you're looking up in your backwards normal tables, and you can see that this value here is from the 0.88 gives us 1.175 standard deviations, and we can see that we're above the mean from the picture. So our standardizing of this is it's 9.25, take away the mean divided by the standard deviation equals that. Just multiply up your standard deviation there, and we've got 9.25 take away the mean equals 1.175 sigma. Well, we're going to do that again for the second part. This time here, again, the picture's quite important here. The standardization, say that again, is the same. Take away the mean divided by the standard deviation. Look up the 0.975, and 0.975 gives you a 1.96. We are 1.96 standard deviations away from the mean. But which way? This says that 97% of the thing is bigger than this value. So we're down here. Here's 97% of the data being bigger than that value here. We are below the mean. We are 1.96 standard deviations below the mean. You need that minus sign there for the rest of this to work. Well, now I'm doing the same thing again, just multiplying the standard deviation up here. I've got some simultaneous equations to solve here. Same sign. Let's just subtract those two things from each other. When you subtract those two things from each other, we're just getting 0.5 on this side. The two means cancel out, that's why we did it. And I've got 3.135 sigmas there. Divide both sides, gives me that my standard deviation is 0.16. Now, if you get a negative standard deviation, you know you're wrong. Standard deviations can't be negative. The last thing to do would then be to substitute this back in either of one of those things there, and it works out that your mean now is 9.06 as the final bit of that. Clearly that's going to stretch some of the weaker students. That minus caused problems. Part A, done very well. Part B, decreasing in the number of marks that we're getting.